Hi, hello everyone. Very good evening, and I think all the preparations and everything is going on pretty good. And so we will be looking at solving a couple of questions today. So um, before that, all the best for the exam, and towards the end also I'll be saying that. Uh, so what we'll be doing is I'll read out the question and I'll show you how to answer those questions. And if you have any doubts, queries, you can ask in the chat. And please log on to THiNC Institute's Instagram so that you'll be getting tips and tricks from there as well. So yes, we'll start right away. Let me share my screen. And in the meanwhile, I'll share what the question is. Yes. So what we'll be looking at is a product design question. So the question is, redesign a toothbrush for, we have two parts. For the first person is a person with one hand, so you don't have the second hand. And the second person is an astronaut living in zero gravity. Cool. So as a whole, when you get a question for product design like this, what you need to do is first and foremost thing you need to understand is obviously the product, right? The type of product. Cool. The second is the user. You need to understand user, right? Third one is the scenario. By scenario, what I meant is that there's a situation, right? You need to have a situation where you place this product, right? You are designing a product for such and such situation, most probably, right? And for a user, obviously. So that's what it is. So these two mainly defines the details that goes into the product. Details, what I meant by details is the um, the mechanisms, the aesthetics, materials, etc., etc. Are you understanding? So first of all, the product type, you need to understand the product type. So you got the idea of what the product is going to be, and then you will understand the user, right? So you are designing a product for a person or a user. It need not be a human being, but it needs to be a user, right? You are designing a product for the user. Now you have a scenario, right? Where this particular product is going to be used. Cool. So that's the main thing. So what is the first step? So we have what we need to do is today is to design a toothbrush. And toothbrush, we have two users, one person with one hand, only one hand, okay? And then astronaut, and the situation is zero gravity. Okay, so we'll take the first thing first, right? A toothbrush with a person, for a person with one hand. So he doesn't have the second hand. Now, what are the problems that we need to understand? Right? Understanding the user, he only has one hand. So what are the limitations that person is having? Not taking the toothpaste, right? Because obviously we'll be using it on with one hand, but taking toothpaste is a challenge for them, right? And then cleaning the toothbrush. Cool. And then okay, so we'll have multiple problems. So we'll take these two, for instance. Okay? Taking the toothpaste onto the toothbrush, and after that, after using, cleaning the toothbrush. These two are one of the major problems that we can see for if you are trying to solve this problem, right? Toothbrush for a person with one hand. Now, taking the toothpaste. So what are the so now what we did was to understand the problem, right? Once we understand the problem clearly, we can start ideations. Cool. So once we understand the problem, we can start ideations. So one major thing over here is taking the toothpaste, right? What if now I'm just simply writing all those ideations, like, or maybe I'm scribbling those ideations, doodling those ideations. So I'm taking this uh, toothbrush, just for instance, I'm just putting it over here, very basic sketch, okay, where this particular part has toothpaste bank. I don't know. You can refill the toothpaste inside that, and then this goes through in, and it'll come out through the bristles whenever required. Maybe that's one of the idea. Second idea could be you have a holder where you can keep the toothbrush, and then you can apply the toothpaste over there. Correct? That's the other idea. So I'm doodling down all the ideas that I can um, think of. Okay. That's the second idea, right? Now maybe we can have, say, for example, we have um, mm, toothpaste itself having bristles, toothpaste tube itself having bristles, right? Paste tube with bristles, right? So I'm just noting all these down to three ideas. We could have multiple different ideas. Okay. Now, cleaning the toothbrush is another problem. Let's evaluate our three ideas. Let's evaluate our three ideas for the second problem as well. Cleaning the toothbrush, right? So cleaning the toothbrush, I'm just since we don't have much time to do a lot of ideations, I'm just taking these three ideas and understanding or trying out the feasibility of the next problem to be solved. Okay, that's all. So this is one way we could do it, right? We have multiple problems to solve. If you want to solve those problems into one solution, I mean, through one solution, then obviously you'll have to think about these kind of methods. Okay. Ideally, the situation is we have the user, we have understood all those, and then what we do is we understand, think of the user and then understand the problems over there, right? Also the scenario. So we'll talk about the scenario part in the next part of this question. So when we have that, we try to understand the problem properly, and then we try to solve for that particular problem, right? So once we have the problem, we start ideation, and then we have the final solution. Okay. So over here, what I'm trying to do is we have multiple solutions from the user point of view, and then trying to solve for that through one solution. Okay, two problems, single solution. That's how I'm trying to do over here. That's not a really good way to do it, because if you try to solve a lot of problems through a solution, it will not solve all the problems locally. So that's how it is. So right now we only have two problems. So let's okay. So 1 and 3 over here are somewhat similar, right? We have toothpaste tank, and the next one is toothpaste 2 with bristles. So toothpaste 2 with bristles means this is what a toothpaste bank into a bigger scale, right? Then we have a holder, which is much more easier because let's evaluate the mm, wait, let's evaluate the possibility of designing this designing the product, and imagine how many people would buy it as well. Okay, just thinking in that way as well. So designing this and manufacturing this one, the idea one and idea three, and when you compare it with idea two could be a bit more universal kind of a design, right? You would have it's just one folder, and then you can keep all whatever toothbrushes you can have in the market on that, and then you can apply the toothpaste. Now imagine, is it okay to have a I mean, is it easy to solve the cleaning problem as well? Yes, right? The holder could work. So I'm just imagining that. Okay, so I'm thinking of the manufacturing point of view and how much people will buy it and all those things. Because this is like toothbrush is a widely used product. I mean, almost everyone uses it, right? Universal product. And maybe designs change, colors change, but still brushes, people have it, and you can easily get it in the market for 10 rupees, 20 rupees, 25, 30. I don't know, whatever the price brackets are, right? So if that is the case, you don't have to make now imagining a person with one hand going to the market, I mean, to the shop and asking for particular brush that is suitable for him or her, right? Instead of that, he's buying random toothbrushes. Now you have the holder, you can keep it in, right? But then the catch here is a holder is there, it's already there in the market as well. So simple solution. Okay. So we can go either ways. You can go very universal, thinking of solving it through this, or maybe to keep it a bit more cooler, you can do this as well. So understanding, if we understand the user a bit more into detail, imagine the scenario. If the user is rich, obviously he can afford a new type of brush, right? And this part could be replaceable. There are endless number of possibilities. Okay. Now I'm just simply, since I'm imagining my user to be a normal person. Okay. So for him, I think the second solution is a bit more practical, going behind the practicality part. But then 1 and 3 are also good solutions, provided you have or you define the scenario properly. Yeah, understanding? Yes. So we have, so now I'm taking the holder idea. And now the situation is okay. There are multiple ways of using the holder, right? You can keep it on the wash basin, doodling out wash basin as well. And now imagine you have a holder over here, right? That's one solution. Now what if we have the wash basin over here again? This could be the mirror. And then imagine you have a holder over here where you keep the brush. But this is not useful for you to wash it, right? Or clean it. So what I'm trying to do is, okay, now, or maybe cleaning is maybe you can take it off and then wash it over there, whatever it is, you can do it like this, right? You can clean the wash basin over, at the tap. Now, so the major problem right now, what I'm thinking is the application of toothpaste, right? Now I'm thinking, okay, now the third solution could be maybe combining these two, or maybe taking this and then trying to solve for it a bit more better way. Now, again, the wash basin, the tap, and then I'm having the holder over here, the brushes over here. Now, what happens is that what protrudes out like that. Now, what if I have to apply the paste? Yes, I need it horizontal, but otherwise I can keep it vertical. What if it is like that? So I'm thinking, okay, this could be like the combination of these two, right? And what if I have a holder for, I mean, place to hold toothpaste as well. Now I think I am getting to a final concept now, because I think like we have the wash basin over here, right? The tap, and then we have a holder over here where you can keep the toothpaste, and then you have a holder of the toothbrush which can go here and there. You kind of understanding? It goes up and down, and then you have the toothbrush kept over here. So this could go up and down, right? When you want to apply the toothpaste, it'll come like this, or else you can keep it vertical to save the space. Fine. Now I'm taking that final concept and then finalizing it. So I'm taking, so for example, I'm taking a cylindrical shape or form. Now I have to have a pivot over here. Now comes the detailing part, okay? It's very important. This is where your brush goes. And then maybe you can hold it over there through screws, right? And I'm having, since we have the system over here, right? The construction over here, let's extend this and then keep a holder for the toothpaste as right? Understood? So this is, maybe this could be one of the solution. Now we have the this is the wash basin over here. Just drawing all those important and required details over there, just to get the scenario right. Okay, just to show the scenario properly. Because this is a very basic design. Now this is what now this is the final design. Imagine this is the final base design. You can work on the form factor as well afterwards, but this is the very basic design right now. Yep, cool. So after this, maybe show. Now I'll show you how to represent this particular solution. So you have the final design. Good. And a lot of ideations. Right? So when you're showing it, better you keep it constructed like this, at least. Not a, I'm not saying this is the exact thing that you have to show, but see, you can see the ideations happening. You can see one of the final idea, and then you can show the final sketch. And then, if possible, try to show the scenario where this is being in use. Cool. That was a very quick solving spree for this particular problem. Now we have the second person, which is the astronaut living in zero gravity, right? Astronaut with the zero gravity. So the user is astronaut. Scenario is the zero gravity environment. Okay. Here it is pretty crucial because zero gravity means the toothpaste might fly here and there, or maybe float in the environment here and there, right? So what you need to understand is the one of the major problems. What are the problems that you could see over here? Toothpaste floating. Toothpaste toothpaste floating. Okay. Second could be yeah, since it is zero gravity, it will not be very easy for you to move your hands just like in the earth. Okay, so if you have it like that, okay, maybe the motion of the toothbrush, right? Motion of the toothbrush, like motion of your hand to brush your teeth. That's another problem, right? And another problem could be, yeah, over here, money aspect is not a problem actually, right? For you, I mean, if you are an astronaut, obviously that is a very uh, expensive trip, right? And the importance over there is not money; it's more convenience and precision and safety. Like anything goes wrong, it can create, I don't know, some or the other catastrophe. It will be much better not to consider the price point of view over here, right? In the question before, we were thinking of a price point as well and understanding the user, right? But over here, it's not the user, it's the scenario that matters. The importance of user or the scenario. It's the scenario over here which is important. Whoever the astronaut is, zero gravity environment, we'll have these kind of problems, right? It's irrespective of the user preference, right? That's a normal, healthy person over there. That means it's not about the money aspect. It's not about how rich looking that particular product is. It's not about the aesthetics of it, right? The major aspect over here is the convenience and how safe it is to you to be used. Okay. Because of this particular constraint, these kind of things that I'm taking care of, right? Thinking of taking care of, I'm I might be using something like an electric powered toothbrush. Okay. And maybe I might, since we already have had that thought in mind, I might be taking that particular toothpaste bank idea. Okay, but this is going to be uh, rotating head, right? And then maybe taking another angle of it. Rotating head with all the bristles over here. Okay. Rotating bristles over here. And there might be a bit small pores where through which the paste could ooze out. So when it senses that it is inside our mouth and then we are keeping it on, switched on, maybe we could use, oh my God, centrifugal uh, dispensing of toothpaste. right? So this could be fun, right? Okay, I think I jumped down to a final solution, but sounds interesting, so I think I'm going forward with that, right? So now my whole thought process is going to how the particular product will be used. Since it is uh, outer space, we don't have much gravity over there, like it's zero gravity. So you need proper grip to hold on to, right? So I'm giving a very thick grip to hold on to. Thick grip to hold firmly, right? That's one detail. And the next detail could be the head. Obviously, it needs motor. That's why I'm giving a thickness at the bottom. But the problem that I feel over here is that you need to twist your hand for it. What if this particular brush also twists according to whichever teeth that you want to clean? Okay, I'm just applying the pressure, the head will move a bit. So for that, I think I need to give a small pivot over here as well. So I'm just giving a thickness over there. So bristles goes over here, just showing schematically. Bristles, motor, that okay, motor housing. Obviously, if there's a motor housing, you need to have a smaller section where the motor is rotating. And then these are force which helps in centrifugal displacing. So, and maybe this part is flexible material. Not too much flexible, but flexible material. It's a bit flexible. Cool. Now I think I've got a good idea to move forward with. A thick grip to hold it, and then obviously the head part, right? I'm just taking that, sketching it over here. And again, imagine this to be something like an organic material, which is flexible enough, right? And then I'm giving a rotatable head, right? As our final idea was having that. Right? Take your time rendering this out. Over here, we'll be having the, yeah, we need to have small, okay, this is the cap through which we'll be opening it. And then inserting this particular toothpaste, right? And then we can have some pores here and there, right? Where you will be able to open this out if you want to charge it or something. You can take out the battery. I don't know. Imagine all those kind of details. Yeah, maybe if you want, you can give some name as well. You can give some labeling over here. Right? Astronauts are those going out from those people from NASA, right? just giving some labels here and there. So, cool. And again, how do you connect it? I mean, how do we present it? You have, I think I've already explained it to you. Show the whole scenario. So show the whole situation, all the details and everything, and then show the final, the bigger output, which is this particular final sketch, right? Add a lot more details and then mention it properly. Correct? So yes, I think that's all about it, and open for questions. Okay, first question is mechanical pencil allowed? Okay, please do have a look at the admit card. So in the admit card, you might be getting, I mean, the rules might be written over there. So if you are not allowed to take a mechanical pencil, it will be written over. Okay, as far as I know, I don't think, I mean, as far as I know, I don't think it is the problem to take your mechanical pencil out there. But please do have a look at the admit card. Okay. Um, okay then. So, and again, one more thing, THiNC Institute of Design is having mock tests if you want to explore, right? And then experiment and then try it out, have a try and work out those questions as well. And since the exam is on 5th, which is the after tomorrow, all the best. Stay calm, be confident. Exam is really easy. You just have to be confident over it. Okay, all the best.